tactical frog stretch. So you're gonna find your way out into a wide-legged stance on your knees. When you get here, so once you find that width that you're looking for, that you can feel in your groin a little bit, we're going to extend the legs out so that your ankles are in line with your knees. When your feet are together, you're gonna get a different stretch. When your feet are apart, you're gonna focus more on the groin, which is what we're looking for. So we're gonna go through a few different variations of how to make this work for you. You can stay up tall like I am right now. If that is as far as your hips will let you go, stay here. Regardless, I want you to tuck your tailbone in, so you're gonna feel that little bit of opening more into your hip flexors and maybe feel that tailbone tuck underneath you. And then you're gonna push your hips back, prying your hips back behind you just slightly, and then pull your hips forward, pull the knees away from the hip so you can feel that stretch all the way through your groin into the inner thigh potentially. You're just gonna rock it out front to back. This is gonna be the most friendly position is how I will describe it. And it's small movement. You should be able to feel this through your entire pelvic girdle, really through the front of your hip flexors, to the back of your hips, into the lumbar spine, into your sacrum. There we go. And then if you want to advance this, you can always come down onto your elbows and do the same thing. Now, the only difference is that you have more weight leaning forward and closer to the ground, so you might feel this more in the front of your hips than the back. Really, it's listening to your body. Do you feel like you have more tension in the back body that you need to release, or more in the front body? Regardless, try to keep your hips at the same level so you're not bopping your hips low as you come forward. So keep those hips nice and square, squeeze to the bottom half of the butt cheeks, push way back to the tailbone, open up through those hip flexors and through your glutes, and then pry yourself forward. So keep your knees exactly where they are. I like to use my elbows to pull my body weight ahead. Feel the difference of my abs fire on. Feel the hip flexors start to stretch out a little bit. And then once you get here, tuck your tailbone back in, because it's probably lifted just slightly. Squeezing to the bottom half of the butt cheeks. You should feel those hips open up a little bit more. Yes, we're burning together, we're dying together. I feel ya. And then we're gonna slowly release out. So if you're still in that high position, just sit back into your heels. And then we're gonna come all the way back behind you. Toes come together, knees come together, and sit back into it. You should be able to feel your hips kind of reset, settle back in, and we're gonna continue on.